Lola was known in the city as a baddie. She dressed well, spoke boldly, and loved expensive things. On social media, she posted pictures of luxury bags, fancy meals, and hotel rooms she could not truly afford. Deep inside her heart, Lola believed she deserved a soft life without stress. She was tired of struggling and watching others enjoy wealth. She told herself that poverty was not her portion. One evening, while scrolling through her phone, she whispered, "One rich man can change my life forever." That thought planted a seed that would soon grow into trouble. One night, at a high-class lounge, Lola met Mr. Adekunle, a quiet billionaire. He was older, calm, and dressed simply, yet everyone respected him. His car and guards showed his true power. Mr. Adekunle noticed Lola's confidence and beauty. He spoke gently and offered her a drink. Lola smiled, believing luck had finally found her. Before the night ended, he invited her to his mansion for dinner another day. Lola's heart jumped with excitement, unaware of what awaited her. The day Lola visited the mansion, she wore her best outfit. Her makeup was flawless and her heels clicked with pride as she walked in. The house was bigger than anything she had ever seen. Crystal lights shone from the ceiling and the floors reflected her image. Servants moved quietly like shadows. Lola felt like she had entered heaven. She smiled and thought, "This is the soft life I deserve." She did not know she had stepped into a trap. Dinner was rich and sweet. Lola ate food she could not pronounce. Soft music played and the air smelt of luxury. Mr. Adekunle spoke little but watched her closely. He asked about her dreams and listened without judgment. Lola felt safe and admired. That night, she slept in a guest room softer than clouds. She told herself she would never return to her old life again. Days turned to weeks. Lola stayed in the mansion longer than planned. She woke up to breakfast in bed and spent days swimming, shopping, and relaxing. She stopped answering calls from her old friends. She no longer posted hustle quotes online. Her life had changed. But slowly, she noticed she was not allowed outside without permission. The gates were always locked. One morning, Lola tried to step out alone. A guard gently stopped her and said, "Madam, sir said you should stay in today." She laughed it off, but fear touched her heart. Why would she need permission? She was not a prisoner, was she? That night, Mr. Adekunle smiled and said, "Everything you need is here." His words felt heavy. Lola now wore gold, but her freedom was gone. Her phone calls were monitored. Her social media access became limited. She lived in beauty, yet loneliness filled her heart. Servants obeyed her, but never spoke freely to her. She began to miss simple things, walking on the streets, laughing loudly, and choosing her own path. One afternoon, an old maid whispered to Lola, "Many girls come here, few leave happy." Lola's heart raced. She asked questions, but the maid quickly walked away. Fear settled deep in her bones. That night, Lola could not sleep. The soft bed felt like chains. Lola finally confronted Mr. Adekunle. She asked why she could not go out freely. He smiled calmly and said, "I protect what I value." His answer did not comfort her. It scared her. She realized she was seen as property, not a partner. She began to regret her choices. Mr. Adekunle made it clear. Luxury came with obedience. Lola was expected to behave, dress, and speak only as he wished. If she complained, gifts stopped. Silence followed. The house became cold. She understood now. Soft life was not free. It had a heavy price. Lola looked in the mirror and barely recognized herself. She wore expensive clothes but felt empty. She had lost her voice, dreams, and freedom. Money surrounded her, but joy escaped her. Tears fell as she whispered, "What have I done?" Lola secretly planned to leave. She observed the guards and learned their routines. She saved small money secretly and hid her old phone. Hope returned to her heart. She prayed every night for courage. One night, Lola tried to escape through the back gate. Alarms rang loudly. Guards caught her gently but firmly. Mr. Adekunle looked disappointed, not angry. He said, "You should have asked." His calmness frightened her more than shouting. After the failed escape, Lola was confined indoors. No visitors, no calls. The house felt darker. Silence screamed loudly. She fell into deep sadness and realized wealth without freedom is suffering. Alone in her room, Lola reflected on her past life. Though hard, she was free and hopeful. She remembered her mother's words, "Nothing good comes without honesty and patience." Regret filled her heart. One day, Mr. Adekunle fell ill. The house became chaotic. In his weakness, he softened. He called Lola and said, "I see now that love cannot be forced." Those words surprised her. Mr. Adekunle allowed Lola to leave. He gave her money and wished her well. Lola packed quietly, fear and relief mixing in her heart. As she stepped outside the gate, fresh air filled her lungs. Lola returned to the city wiser. She rented a small apartment and began anew. She used her experience to start a small online business. Life was not soft, but it was free. She smiled more honestly now. Lola warned other young girls about chasing luxury blindly. She spoke openly about her pain. Some listened, others laughed, but she continued speaking her truth. Her scars became her message. Lola learned that true soft life comes from peace, freedom, and self-respect. Wealth without choice is a prison. Beauty without wisdom is a trap. And so the folktale ends with a lesson. Not all gold brings happiness, and not every open door leads to freedom.